guys, welcome back. This is your boy Gay Adams Link. How you guys doing? I hope you guys slept well. And thank God it's Friday, guys. Of course, mostly in Nigeria, you already know today is usually a cultural day for us. It's a day for you to rock your culture, put on that your native attire. And for those of you who are familiar with me, of course, you know that I always try as much as possible to rep my culture every now and then, most especially on Friday. And meanwhile, thank God it's Friday, and try as much as possible as usual to support your boy. Like this video, comment, share it on all social media platforms. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Adams Link, and make sure you subscribe. And click the bell notification to get updates anytime, any day I upload. Also, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. So, firstly, there are a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about, starting from Fani Kayode, the Nigerian politician who made a hell of a news yesterday. And but first, let's talk about this well-known issue in Nigeria, and that has to do with internet fraudsters. So we have, of course, you guys know me. I've always on most occasions talked about Yahoo boys. We usually call them Yahoo boys, but international body call them internet fraudster. Well, check out the story. You see, Yahoo boy allegedly plucks his mother's eyes for plus in Delta State. You know, there's Yahoo boy, there's Yahoo boy, and there's Yahoo plus. That Yahoo plus is when you want to start using voodoo magic. That is when you start graduated from Yahoo to Yahoo plus. So this guy allegedly plucked his own mom eyes to use for money ritual. There's a young man identified as Emmanuel has allegedly tried to pluck out his mom's eyes for money ritual to buy Benz in Delta State. It was reported that the incident occurred at the suspect residence on Tuesday, September 14. According to report, the suspect invited his mother to his house for a surprise and she went on unsuspecting of his motive. It was gathered that the petty trader met Assault in the very joyous mode with loud music playing from his house. He reportedly welcomed her, locked the door, and after a while started to strangle her. Her cries for help was submerged in the loud music from the speaker. However, she used her last strength to break free and flee outside while her neighbor rescued her, apprehended the boy, and handed him over to the police. According to Joseph, the victim narrated that prior to the incident, her son has been boasting about his need to drive a Benz GLK this week. She added that her son is currently relaxing in police station while she received medical care at a hospital. Man, can you imagine, guys? Because you want to buy Benz, because you want to form, you want to live that fancy lifestyle, you decided to pluck your own mother's eyes. Well, he didn't succeed, but the way the pictures, it seems like the guy actually really beat up his own mom. So you want to pluck your own mother's eyes, or maybe eventually kill your mother, because you want to use money to flex. You want to smash the most expensive punani. You want to drive the most expensive car. You want to do big stuff. So that's the reason why you decided to invite your mom and use her for money ritualism. Is that not really heartbreaking, guys? Is that not really heartbreaking? And I think for our moment, we truly need to start asking. Parents need to start asking their children, Where are you getting this wealth from? Where are you getting this from? Because our youth nowadays are so pressured. Any small thing, I want to buy Benz. I want to do this. Big, big stuff just coming out of their mouth. Eh? Big, big stuff. Something they cannot match. Someone will just come up and say, oh, I want to buy GLK. Check his bank account. Check his investment. It's not even up to 200K. But in the next 3 months, out of nowhere, that guy will start riding a GLK. What is source of it or a source of our wealth? It can't even explain. It can't even boldly say it. Well, here's another one. Naira throwing Yahoo boys arrested in Benin. So these guys were throwing Naira, no, spraying, celebrating. Because I've talked about similar stuff before. We have seen a lot of guys doing similar stuff, both in university, in polytechnic, and just in their streets. Well, that led to EFCC to arrest those boys. So operative of the Benin Zonal Command of EFCC have arrested suspected internet fraudster who in late August rained plenty Naira note in front of Kada Cinema in Benin City, Edo State. The suspects, who were captured in a viral video standing on top of their cars and throwing Naira note into the air, were arrested on Sunday, September 12, during a similar mission at the venue. EFCC did not specifically identify them, but said they were among the 31 internet fraudsters arrested in 2 separate locations in Benin, sequence to actionable intelligence. And of course, their cars and other gadgets were seized. Apart from, of course, those people that these guys have scammed, or to those community that don't appreciate those Yahoo boys, I know we are currently really happy now. I know you guys are happy. But I think we still need to learn 1 or 2 things from this particular incident. And that stuff is that you see, necessarily, nobody wants to know how you are living your life. Nobody cares about if you buy a Benz, if you are driving fancy cars, if you are living la vida loca. Nobody cares. You will, by yourself, bring yourself out on social media, knowing fully well that you are not legit. Yet you brought yourself out on social media. And when you get arrested now, I bet you will be asking for public assistance. Of course, I'm pretty much sure you won't get that public assistance from Nigeria. It's quite unfortunate. And here's what this man wrote. He said, never let the internet pressure you into exposing your life and your finances to make a point. It is not the flex you think it is. It's only show the ease with which you can be manipulated and the extent of your insecurity. If it's sure for you, it's sure for you. Simple. Let's be careful on this app. It is a very dangerous place. Your money and your assets are no one's business, especially not strangers. Exactly. When you put your pictures of you, your relationship or whatever you have going on for you that is really good, post it on social media, I bet you are posting it for complete strangers who do not care about you, who don't give a F from Adam to whoever. Don't give a F about you. And you start posting them to see, just because of you want them to click on that like button, or maybe, oh, how I adore you, all those kind of fancy comments. Come on, man. Come on. Nobody really cares. Honestly. Nobody really cares. And also there's another video, EFCC officials stormed the hotel in Enugu State to arrest the residents. Well, of course, for those of you who are usually going to hotels from one hotel to another, of course, you do not need anyone to tell you that one of the major places EFCC are targeting are hotels. All those low-income hotels. What I mean by low-income hotel, those hotels you can easily pay 20,000, 30,000 naira or 35,000 naira to stay, or maybe less. They are currently raiding those places. Well, I know it's not the hotel, it's not hotel owners' business to start finding out the income and the occupation of their clients because they are running a business. But at the same time, just know this: even if you are a legit person, just know one day that EFCC has that power to just storm into that hotel and, of course, ask you questions. And you know, EFCC Nigeria security, whenever they are doing their operation, they do it SS in a way that they will firstly molest you and disgrace you before you can before you start proving that you are innocent. The only thing they're going to offer you is sorry. That's just it. So be careful. Well, let's move over to Femi Fani-Kayode. So he's a very strong Nigerian politician who is a friend to Igboho, Sunday Igboho, the Yoruba activist, the Yoruba Nation agitator who is currently was arrested in Benin Republic, and also is also a friend with Nnamdi Kanu, who is also a Biafra Nation agitator, currently now arrested. It's in Nigeria with the DSS currently. Well, he recently decamped to APC. I think he was formerly in APC, decamped to PDP, and he vowed never, ever to ever leave PDP. In fact, he has been discriminating President Muhammadu Buhari for many years. But surprisingly, just as, of course, we already know Nigeria politicians as just, you can compare them to prostitutes. Of course, it's anywhere there is money, that's exactly the place they're going to go. Just as we have had it yesterday, he decamped to PDP and he met with President Muhammadu Buhari. The same person he has been discriminating, abusing, and laying curse on online. In fact, let me play you a video of him vowing never to be part of APC.
Some of the stands that you had is giving you this kind of trouble that you're seeing today. Is in crisis right now.
Yeah.
Are you sticking with the party?
But of course, the PDP is my party. I will never leave the party.
You're never considering going back to the APC?
I would never. The APC, absolutely out of the question. Until kingdom comes, until Jesus returns, that will never happen.
But you left the PDP for the APC.
Well, we've discussed that on many, many occasions. I've told you my reasons for doing that at that time. I was not happy.
Oh, apart from that, guys, yes, of course, you guys have read some of his posts here of him abusing President Muhammadu Buhari, cursing him out, saying so much things about insecurity and other stuff. But it seems like, according to him, he has seen the light that President Muhammadu Buhari is actually doing well. According to him, though, but this one is coming from Reno Mockery. He said, "You say you are a friend of Sunday Igboho. You called him your brother. You called Nnamdi Kanu your friend and brother, and one of the most courageous person you know. You see what this demon in human flesh is doing to these freedom fighters, yet you do this. It makes me suspicious. How can these two people who were close to you and who confide in you end up in Buhari's trap, and then you join his party? This look like 30 pieces of silver. At this point, I would very much hate to be your friend and your brother." So Reno Mockery is insinuating that Femi Fani-Kayode might be working undercover to expose or to get Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu arrested. You know, he was a really good friend to Nnamdi Kanu and also a very, very good friend to Sunday Igboho. And now, he's now one of the best friends of President Muhammadu Buhari. I am not a politician. I'm not here to start playing politics or saying, oh, if it's wrong for joining APC or if it's right for joining APC. I am not saying that. But I think people are judging based on what this man said in the past, based on how he criticized, wholeheartedly criticized President Muhammadu Buhari regime, based on how he vowed never, ever to join APC. He said over his dead body, will he ever join APC? Over his dead body. Well, just like former president said, Olusegun Obasanjo, he said, Femi Fani-Kayode is like, how did he even describe him? He said it's like a hungry kid. He's anywhere the money is, that is where he will go. Just throw food on the ground, he's just going to crawl to that food. Well, it just seems like, of course, our politicians, no shame at all. And if you think another party will just emerge from somewhere, in Nigeria, just emerge from somewhere, and they kind of like won a lot of seats in Nigeria, and you think that party is a new set of refined people, you are joking. It's the same old beans recycling their self. It's the same old beans recycling their self. So, well, like I've said before, I'm not judging him. I'm not saying if it's wrong or right. He's a politician. And Nigeria politics is hard to see integrity. Really, really hard to see integrity. So if you are hoping to get any form of integrity, think again. And he also gave another excuse on the reason why he decided to decline, because during our interview, this is what he said when they was interviewed by China's TV.
Get it. Let's begin the conversation. It comes to a lot of Nigerians as a surprise that it was some months ago like a rumor, but now it's a real story. It's no longer a rumor. It's real that you have joined the APC. And one will wonder that you met with the president today, one man that you heavily criticized. You called him some names. You brought up some rhetorics that became much more like led the conversation in the last election when you were the director of media for the PDP. And this is the same man that you have met today. What exactly changed from then and now?
Thank you very much for having me on your program, and to God be the glory and blessed be his holy name. Well, a lot has changed over the last 6 years, and it is important that we make the right choices and the right decisions at the right time, precisely if we feel as if we are being led by God to make those choices. I make my choices. I owe nobody any explanation or apology other than my family members and other than my God. And I know that I'm doing the right thing. The most important thing for me, and I think some will appreciate this, is that there is no point in having any principle without power. You must have power in order to ensure that whatever principles you enunciate, you can effect them. Without that, you will simply be talking and nothing will change. I've discovered over the last few months that I can work very closely with people within the APC and elements within the government to effect a change. And we've done quite a lot of that over the last few months without me even joining the party. And it has been very effective. I've collaborated with many people within the party, many of the governors in the party, and I will continue to collaborate with them, even some outside the party. But the most important thing for me right now is this. This country, in my view, is on the brink of war. It's on the brink of disintegration. And we have to join forces, all come together, set our differences aside, and ensure that we build bridges of unity and peace, and ensure that we pull ourselves back from the brink and fight those, mainly from outside this country, that want to destroy our country by dividing us on regional, ethnic, religious.
That's what he said. But he said he doesn't owe anyone any explanation aside from his family and, of course, God. Well, if you're a politician, you think you don't owe the public any explanation, then I do not think you should be occupying any public office. It's a public office. Public office. So you owe the whole Nigeria an explanation. And meanwhile, to end this video, EFCC chairman, it seems like these Yahoo boys, their voodoo magic is working on him. Or let me say those politicians, he has been arrested. Their voodoo magic is finally working on him because it was, it kind of like almost slumped. But yesterday, it was reported that he collapsed. But according to the video, he never collapsed, but he was having some dizziness, and him by himself walked off the stage quietly. And of course, he was assisted to sit down, and then later taken away to the hospital. Well, he said it's okay now, that he was just dizzy and that he's back to work, and that nothing happened, that is okay. Well, for those of you who are busy, all those Yahoo boys and the politicians who are busy performing your voodoo magic on him, please leave him alone. Let him be. Leave him alone, guys. And meanwhile, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's your boy Adamslink. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, and hope to see you on my next video. Bye for